way. We have to think that this is a long run. This is a long game. We have to play smart and we have to be strategic, but we have to move together. So on Monday, January 26th is a national strike. Please do not go to school. Please do not go to work. Please do not open your biashara. You have seen now William Ruto has onboarded Maina, Njenga, the Mungiki leader. If you know one thing, Mungiki, what they are about, because I've seen many of you don't know your history. Many of you don't know who Mungiki are. Many of you talk about Maina, Njenga and call him chairman. I see the TikTokers calling him chairman and worshipping him. Mungiki refers to people who have first of all, they have severe and deep-seated contempt for women. That's why Maina, Njenga went and stormed a function overseen by a woman. And who was that? It was Pastor Dorcas Gachagua. They have a deep-seated contempt for women. That's why they advocate for things like female circumcision. They say women don't wear short skirts. They say women, we don't want to see your hair. You have to cover it up. Over and above that, all businesses, like now during the Moi era, all the businesses used to pay some hidden tax to Mungiki. All the transport sector, the matatus, they used to pay to Mungiki. They used to man all the matatu terminals. Now we have the tuk-tuks and the boda-bodas. You will be Mungiki's bitches if you don't join us. If you don't participate in these protests that we are calling, if you don't participate in these national strikes that we are calling, you will be Mungiki's bitches. Let me remind you, in 2015, there was a protest, My Dress, My Choice. My Dress, My Choice in Nairobi CBD, there was that protest. What had happened? A lady was dropped in the railways bus terminus. She was wearing a skirt and heels. And what did those Mungikis do? They stripped her and she was naked. I need to remind you so that when I tell you we participate in a national strike, you know that the stakes are very high. This is your living. This is your life and death. They are now introducing gangs. You've already seen, you saw that MP called Dan Wanyama talking about Kikuyus, that we need to isolate Kikuyus. If we isolate Kikuyus and the rest of, they cannot win. That kind of language, that kind of inflammatory rhetoric, that language, we had it even when, before the Rwanda genocide. What happened was that the Tutsis and the moderate Hutus, they were profiled, they were called cockroaches. In local dialect, it means Ienze. Go and Google it right now. They first start by demonizing a community before they make an atrocity on them. They first start by demonizing them. So now they have started demonizing Kikuyus, not because Kikuyus have stolen your devolution funds, not because your fellow Kikuyu has done anything for you or against you, for political expediency, because they thrive in our divisiveness. They thrive in our division. They thrive in tribalism. They have tried throwing the tribalism strategy. It's not working. Now they have seen they balkanize and isolate one community. It's still not working. Because I was shocked, first of all, that the person who was killed, Richard Raymond, is a Luo. He's called Richard Raymond Otieno. I was shocked to see he's a Luo. And he was in Molo. Molo, you know, is a stronghold of Kikuyus. And they were even more angry. They are the ones who are going to burn Kuria Kimani's house. So tribalism ended on June 25th. If anyone has not got the memo, please get it now. Tribalism ended on June 25th. Now we only have one enemy. Our one enemy is the political establishment. You may try and talk. You may do all that garbage that you want up there. Our enemy right now is solely and primarily the political establishment, and we are coming for you. Tunamkujia. Dan Wanyama, you talk all your damn shit that you want. Nobody, watu wanasikiza hapa ikitoka hapa. You'll notice, you'll see even from the people who are there in your, nobody is cheering you. Nobody is agreeable to your sentiments. Then we have Uhuru Kenyatta. Let me tell you, this movement, the hardest part I've told you is fighting the people who want to hijack it. I have spent more energy for fighting people or warding off encroachers opportunists than even the regime that we are trying to fight. Now William Ruto goes and then he says, oh, Gena, you should join the Gen Zs. You think he likes Gen Zs? Left Kenya with a 9.8 trillion debt. Uhuru Kenyatta doesn't care about us. Some of you are too naive to even think that we need him. We don't need him. He's here to insinuate himself. And I told you, they start throwing around the names of their children so that their children, it becomes conditioned. Jomo Kenyatta used to go everywhere with Uhuru. Somehow Uhuru's name was in circulation in the 80s, in the 90s. Even when we were in school, we were hearing Uhuru's name. I thought Uhuru was a very sophisticated guy. Kumbe he was just another and smokes all day. I thought he was a very sophisticated guy. And his name had been in circulation. Even the teachers used to tell us in school, Mama Ngena is the biggest landowner, and we were being taught as if it's a good thing. This is a chick who was a trophy wife. She was picked up from the village, come and become first lady, and suddenly you are the biggest landowner in the country. And we are being taught in school, in GHC. And then Uhuru, his name there. His name had always been in circulation. Oh, Uhuru, oh, Uhuru. So people knew, just like Uhuru did last week when he went for that funeral service. He was throwing Gena's name so that it can remain in your memory. And because many of you are stupid people, you're stupid idiots, some of you even started creating memes. Oh, comparing Gena to Charlene, or who is the best first daughter. Oh, you started doing that. Even I saw one person there saying, oh, Gena can make a good future president. Are you crazy? We need never to hear their names ever again. So they plant these seeds, and you take the bait, and the media is there to complement that message, to amplify it. I'm here to warn you that the revolution is your baby. You need to seal it. You need to insulate it from encroachment, from these people who want to ride it. I saw Okia Omtata. There's somebody at Okia Omtata. I saw somebody there posting some flyer of some book. Was it some book or some paper? Okia Omtata and the Gen Z factor. And then the photo they have taken is him running inside some tear gas canister or something, which was just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. That's the first time he's ever come out for protest. And suddenly he's the one who has shaped the Gen Z factor. You are not there in June. This thing started in June. Where were you in June? Where were you when we were talking about children who are missing? Where were you? You are nowhere to be seen. So please, stop being an opportunist. You have your own political capital, numbers. Stop riding on the Gen Z. Gen Zs have their own identity, which is devoid of that influence that you're trying to impose. You can go and you can run on the tribal factor because you seem to be still connected to these oligarchs and whatnot. You seem to be known to them and whatnot. So you can go and have your own identity there. You don't have to ride on other people's work where you know you haven't toiled, you haven't invested. Just because you have a committee of young people does not mean that now you have co-opted all the young people in Kenya in your committee by default. No, my friend. Fanya kazi kama watu wengine. Build your own capital. Carve your own niche. So thank you very much. Let's continue discussing. Thank you. I've tried to give you at least 1.5 hours. Thank you very much to the TikTokers who share my stuff. Thank you very much to those accounts. Sometimes I may not remember them offhand. But I know there is Gen Z Revolution. There is the other one. There is who? There is Mbanya. Mbanya, thank you very much. Mbanya, thank you very much. Wairimo Mokoro. Everyone who shares my content, I don't take it for granted. Thank you very much to the people we are with on X. Santeni sana. Let's keep on talking. Let's keep on engaging. January 27th, Monday. That is the coming Monday. National strike. No school. Tunaanza hivi. No school. No work. No biashara.